One more thing about the the national tax announcement, and that's, guess what? House prices are going up.
There are predictions our housing market might heat up and demand soar as a result of National's tax policies. The plan includes bringing back landlord tax breaks and reintroduces foreign buyers. Business correspondent Katie Bradford takes a look at the implications.
Sprawling, luxurious Queenstown real estate, the envy of the world. But foreign buyers currently locked out may...
Just so you're clear, millionaires who are coming, don't buy property on this side of Queenstown because that side loses the sun in winter. You want to get it on the other side. Just so you're clear. Just trying to help you out there a little bit.
Be able to buy a key to a holiday bolt hole if National was elected.
Yep, over that side.
We will for sure impact prices in some of New Zealand's most expensive property markets.
Overseas buyers would have to pay 15% tax and only purchase houses over $2 million. National hoping it'll bring in $740 million.
We know that Chinese foreign buyers are not as active as they were last decade, and it is likely we won't see quite the same level of activity as we saw prior to 2017.
If the buyers aren't there, there'll be a rather large hole in the tax take.
And we are rock solid on our numbers and on our...
Well, if the buyers aren't there, or if the incumbent government's not allowed to tax them because of an agreement between the two countries that, to use Christopher Luxon's words, is rock solid. And if they decided to change it and turn it into a levy or a fee, how do you think that other country is going to react? Hang on, you can't just change the meaning of a word and turn it into a fee when you've already announced National that it was a tax and our citizens don't have to pay it. And the other thing that therefore means, it means that now foreign nationals are going to be able to buy over here from China and not pay the tax, which means they're actually free to buy as much as they want with no overseas investment office needed whatsoever. So you've just given the opportunity to a whole bunch of international countries, Australia, Singapore, China, and there's others as well who we have this agreement with, the opportunity to buy houses over $2 million and with no sort of no way of stopping them or no way of slowing them down. They can do what they want. Good on you, National.
I wonder how many mates Peter Thiel has.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And I have to tell you, and I'm sorry to call you this, Chewy. I know you're much smarter than me, but for a couple of dickheads in Dunedin to be able to fucking figure this out and see the holes and gaps, and you guys want to have the 9th floor of the Beehive, give me a fucking break.
We are rock solid. I had to get our numbers and our assessments.
At the other end of the market, National says landlords will have it easier. The brightline test, which currently sees tax paid if a house is sold within a decade, will be reduced to 2 years under National. Tax breaks for landlords will also be restored. National and property investors say that's good for renters.
We provide a home for them. And we try to do that as cost effectively as we possibly can. If we run a business, we need to be able to run it at a profit. Otherwise, we'd be silly to be doing all the work.
Is it a service or a business?
Would rents start to fall?
I think the answer really has to be no, because we're behind.
Yeah.
Where our rents
so will the rents fall? No, of course not. No, we'll get our money back. We'll make money hand over fist, and we'll be able to. So you've been a landlord, Joe. You can help me with this a little bit because I haven't been a landlord for a very long time. But when they talk about offsetting the interest, what it basically means is you can offset the interest you pay on your rental property to your own income and make yourself pay basically no tax. That's basically it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
You can take the money that you spend on maintenance of the property and that sort of thing and just write all of that shit off.
Yep.
You could there are so many ways that you can make money, and she's identified the two things, right? The two things that landlords always say: they provide a service, and we're a business. Now, there's no other business where you can just go, I want to socialize all of my risk, take it all away. I just want to make money.
Yeah.
Any investment, you can't do that. But suddenly housing is this golden cow. And remember, if landlords can't keep being a landlord, if they decide to exit being a landlord, then the house that they had, that it burns down, it disappears, it turns into smoke. Nobody can live in it. It's not like landlords exiting the housing market en masse means cheaper houses for people to buy. people panic about that because they look at their own house or the other houses that they own and they go, but hang on, this paper value that I have that would never be realized until I sell them will go down. Like, I stopped stressing about that when I realized that if I have to sell the house that I'm in now to buy another house, I'm selling a house in the same market I'm buying a house. If I make a ton of money selling my house, I'm also going to spend a ton of money buying a new house. It's so fucking cooked. People just look at the numbers on the estimate website and go, I've got that much money. I'm a wealthy person. It's all bullshit.
It is. It is. I haven't been watching the chat, but I can see that there's been some really serious conversations going on. For example, Dunedin is responsible for Brendan McCullum, the greatest wicketkeeper batsman in history of New Zealand cricket. So yeah, I like how we're getting to...
proves my point somehow.
It does prove our point. Let's get to the end of this.
Could be anyway.
I am absolutely certain we'll see no downward pressure from giving landlords more money.
God, no. Heck no.
When has it ever happened?
Various experts spoken to by One News saying it's the combination of the policies that may lead to prices and demand increasing. There are also concerns that people will continue to invest in property rather than other areas of the economy.
We'll also have the other effect of raising prices, particularly amongst that pricing category that investors do tend to buy in, which is, tends to be at the cheaper end of the market.
The numbers don't add up. There is a real risk that it's going to put, first home buyers out of the market.
And with all this talk of tax,
it certainly seems very few parties are actually interested in building new houses.
Right now, political parties focused on selling their policies.
Did you get that? Selling their policies, buying and selling houses. Did you get that? Fucking
Do you know what they should sell?
What?
Their fucking portfolios.
Yeah.
I come back to the same thing, right? I've said this before. I'll say it again. It's still a great idea. If you're an MP in the House, you should sell all of your investments.